Kate Retzel, the principal of LES here. We're welcoming you to the open house. You should have a chance to come in through this video and see your child's teacher, see their classroom, and meet any interventionists or specialists who might work with them. We thank you for your patience with this new style for this COVID year, and we hope you enjoy.
Welcome to kindergarten. Here's the view your children see each morning when they walk in. We start our day with a little bit of morning work and an optional breakfast, so the children can choose to have breakfast if they want while they're working at their seat, waiting for the rest of the class to arrive. All children have their own desk with their own supplies. Doesn't quite look like a regular kindergarten classroom, but we're making it work, and the kids seem happy, and we're happy to have them. Lots of learning going on. They each have their own cubby with their own toys. We have some baskets of rotating toys that get quarantined by the week and then rotated back out, and the same for book baskets. Each child has their own book basket where they can read books at rest or when they have free time. Here's a view of the classroom, a view that your children see when they're sitting at their desks. Miss Kristen's our para and does a nice job helping the kids as needed and with them during their recess time outside. Here you'll see our message. Each day we start the day with a morning meeting. I write the children a message that focuses on one of our sight words, and the leader finds that sight word in the message. Sometimes we might have a message filled with sight words. Each day we also do the calendar. We talk about the month, the day of the week, today, tomorrow, yesterday, using words like that. We also talk about the season and the weather. We also count how many days we've been in school. As of Friday, October 30th, we've been in school for 32 days, and we look at the tens and the ones, all important number concepts. We also practice counting to 100. We count by tens and ones to get to 100. You'll see our math bulletin board focuses on whatever number we're learning at that time. Right now we've been working on number 8. We'll start 9 this week. You'll see a 10 frame up there. Those are pretty important in math. We use them a lot. And the other thing that we've been practicing on is if we've been in school for 32 days, that's 2 ones. How many more ones do we need to get another group of 10? So we use that 10 frame. You'll see up there with those 2 red counters to figure out how many more we need. You'll see our foundations things, which I'll speak to in a second. We've been busy doing lots of art projects. We've been working on apples in fall. I'm sure you heard about our fall scavenger hunt. We had some fun doing that. The children play down on the field where the softball field is down by Heartwood, and there's circles so we can be socially distanced, and sometimes the children go on the side and they're able to run around. It's been tricky, but I think we've got it working pretty well. So I just want to spend a few minutes talking about the academics of kindergarten. You've probably already seen how much your children are learning. One of our main academic areas is phonics, and we use a program called Foundations. So you'll see our Foundations lines here, and when children are learning to write letters, we really focus on the sky line, the plane line, the grass line, and the worm line. If you're writing a letter at home, if your child's writing one of the lowercase letters at home, and they're not sure how to write it, just remind them, say what line does it start on? Because the kids are pretty good about knowing what line each letter starts on. These are our 2 books for Foundations. This one works on the handwriting and the letter sounds. And this is our writing journal, where we write about our weekend or other things that we're learning about. So the children are starting to get to the point where they're starting to write some words in there by themselves. And by the end of the year, they'll be writing complete sentences. Vowels are a big part of our Foundations. We were just working on the short vowels, so we do something called vowel stretches. A, apple. And the children practice that a lot because the short vowels are very tricky. We have sound cards where we practice all the letters and the sounds. We're halfway through the alphabet. We have learned 13 letters. So in 6 weeks, we'll have the other 13 letters done, and we'll have the complete alphabet, and we'll start tapping out words. Sight words is another big part of kindergarten. We learn 10 a month. We use our message for that. We use our level readers, which is these CDs coming home. These should be kept at home and practiced. It's important to practice rereading these books. They'll start to get progressively harder. We highlight some of our sight words in there as we're doing them. We practice our sight words just by sorting them and reading them. The other area that we focus a lot on in kindergarten is math. You probably see these books come home. When we finish each unit, we send the book home. And we have tests for each unit. Right now, we're working on the numbers 6 through 9. And our next unit will be comparing the numbers 6 through 9, greater than, less than. So it's all research-based. It seems to go a little bit slow, or it may seem to go a little bit slow to you, but it is a very research-based program, and the children are learning important skills throughout, not just the number 8. They're learning some important skills. Science and social studies is done through language arts. We do that during our reading block. We do units. We're just finishing up an Apple unit. That was quite fun. So we kind of implement all that through that time. So it's been great having you here. I wish you could have visited in person because there's nothing like seeing your child's class in person. But please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. We'll keep sharing things on Seesaw, so that's a nice way for you to get to see what your child is learning through Seesaw.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Vosberg. I'm a special education teacher here at Lee Elementary School, and I work with students in kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. Let me give you a tour of our classroom. Upon entering the classroom, each student gets a squirt of hand sanitizer. You may notice that our classroom has shields on the desks and on the tables. Due to needing to get closer to students at times during lessons, we keep these shields on at all times. During parts of my day, I'll reteach lessons here at the table when I'm one-on-one with a student. Sometimes during the day, I see multiple students at a time. They will be seated here at the desks while I teach from the whiteboard. Many of my students are most successful with visual models. If you take a look around our classroom, we have a disappearing red timer that helps students to know when their session is up. We have reminders of how to hold our pencils, whether we're left-handed or right-handed. And reading strategies placed around the room to help them decode their words.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Carlino.
And I'm Miss Warner. We're the PE teachers at Lee Elementary School.
Like most things in 2020, we're doing things differently this year in the gym. We have completely redesigned our curriculum since many of the fun games and activities that we have taught in the past use shared equipment or encourage students to invade each other's space.
We're still teaching all of our basic concepts and skills in kindergarten, first and second grade. We teach many fundamental gross and fine motor skills, in addition to laying a foundation of gameplay. In third grade is when we start to shift from teaching the skills to teaching games that use those skills. It's very similar to the shift from when we learn how to read to reading to learn.
Throughout our curriculum in all grades, we also teach a lot of health-based content. We learn about nutrition, the importance of exercise, how our body works, and so much more. We also have a huge emphasis on social emotional learning so students can understand their emotions, set goals, understand empathy, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions.
We're taking many precautions this year. We started the year outside where our amazing custodial staff painted circles for students to be able to move around in. Our state guidance allows students to participate in physical activity outside without a mask if they're 10 feet apart. So we created circles that are 12 feet in diameter and 12 feet apart.
On rainy days, and now that it's getting colder and snow is around the corner, we will be inside the gym. Here we have 6-foot squares that are 6 to 7 feet apart. Because we're inside, students must have a mask on at all times. The circles and the outside and the squares in here give students a defined space that they can move around in without getting close to their classmates.
We're very careful in our cleaning procedures. We have sanitizing spray that we use to mop the floors in between every single class. We only allow students to use personal equipment that's easy to clean, and we have sanitizing wipes and spray after every single class.
Finally, we do require students to wear sneakers on their PE days, so please make sure that your children are wearing them.
We love seeing your children again. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know if you have any questions.
Hi, I'm Greg Houston, the librarian here at Lee Elementary School. I'd like to give you a brief introduction to the library and then talk a little bit about things we're doing for this school year. So down on this end of the library, we have the section dedicated to the younger grades, K through 2. And then on the shelves a little bit closer, you're seeing some series fiction, which both physically connects the younger grades end of the library to the older grades end of the library, as well as kind of bridging the reading levels between those two groups. So as we come around to the other end, you will see the end of the library that's for the older students, grades 3 through 6. And then finally coming around, as we wrap around, we come to our solution for this year, which is our book cart that has a variety of books that I bring to classes every day. And I have my laptop computer with a scanner attached so that I can check out books for the students. And then when the students are returning books, they are placing them in this cart, dropping them in the slot so that nobody else is touching them. And they go into one of these day of the week plastic bins where they stay for 1 week. Best library practice now is to stay for at least 3 days. I do it for 1 week just to make it easier on me. That allows them to be safely recirculated. So these books here are some of the books that have been circulating for the younger grades and for the older grades. In the classes in kindergarten, we have talked about doing taking care of books. The students have colored bookmarks so that they can mark a page without folding down a corner. In first grade, we talked about parts of a book. For second grade, we've just been doing some activities like word searches as I'm signing out books. In the older grades, we've been concentrating on learning how to sign into the library software so that students are able to select particular books, so they'll be able to put a hold on the book. So instead of just bringing a selection of books for them to choose from, I will be able to bring specific books that they've asked for. So that's our solution for this year. So welcome back.
Hi, this is Miss Pat coming to you from the music room at LES, and this year is looking a little bit different for all of us. And unfortunately this year we can't have music in the music room because it's not large enough to accommodate for the physical distancing that we need this year. So every day that it's nice, we're trying to go outside so that we get at least a little bit of a chance to sing, because currently the national guidance is that singing is only allowed outside and socially distanced with masks on. So as much as possible, we are going outside when it's not raining. When it is raining, or sadly snowing, which will soon be upon us, I've been pushing into the classrooms using my cart, where I have my computer and I have sound equipment so that we can listen to music and have music to move around with and dance with. And this is my music on the move cart, so I'm pushing into classrooms and we're doing the best we can. And I hope we have a great year. And I look forward to meeting all of you, hopefully in person, sooner than later, and know that I enjoy working with all of your students. Thank you.
Hello, families. My name is Mr. Boulay. I am the art teacher here at Lee Elementary School. Your student will see me like this, wearing a face protection and wheeling my art on a cart into their individual classrooms for art class. So this year definitely runs a bit different from prior years because of the whole COVID experience, but your student will still receive an excellent art education every time they see me in class. I bring all my supplies in the cart for them to use. Know that I will keep them safe. Any and all art supplies are returned to a used supply section for me to wipe down and spray and make sure that I keep all supplies clean and everyone's safe here at school. I look forward to future years once COVID goes away and we can have students back in the art room. But for now, Art on a Cart is working here at LES, and I'm excited to have a good, successful school year with your students. So thank you very much, and we'll see you around.
Hi, I'm Heather Lucy. I'm the school adjustment counselor at Lee Elementary School. I work with students in grades pre-K through 6. I help students, families, and teachers all work together to make plans for success for students. I help students with their social emotional development and well-being, conflict resolution, and brain-based strategies.
Hi, I'm Rachel Wildrick. I'm the school psychologist, and this is my office. I work here at Lee Elementary School and at the middle school and high school. I work with all students, all grades, just to help them when they're needing to know their strengths and weaknesses, both cognitively and academically.
Hi, my name's Heather Gray.
And I'm Brianna Solorio.
And we are the speech pathologists at Lee Elementary School. Some of the things that we do here are we work on articulations of sounds, social skills. We answer and practice answering different WH questions like who, what, where, why, and when. We work on vocabulary and grammar. We also work on different concepts and inferences and predictions.
These are all great skills to learn, navigate through the school day, and make friends.
And you see our plexiglass, we have these to be able to separate our kids, and especially when you're working on social skills and how you produce a sound, this mask is super helpful so kids can see my face.
Hi, I'm Tim Merton. I'm Dean of Students at Lee Elementary.
My name is Andy Clark. I'm the English as a Second Language teacher here at Lee Elementary School. Your children and I explore language through the reading of books, websites, articles. We also write together to show our ideas, and we connect our readings and our writings to real-life projects where we build things like the Eiffel Tower and the Trojan Horse. Thanks for visiting my classroom today.